addressed by the DG, BDG1, BDG2 earlier? Or shall we do as per the program, as per the agenda?
I think it should go according to the agenda.
Okay then. If the time is not enough time is not there, this item can be even skipped. Addressed by DG, BDG1, BDG2. Some important points only we have to discuss. Okay, then in that case, let me take off agenda number 3, that is adoption of the minutes of the second meeting of the committee held at Tinsukia, along with the second cabinet meeting. I think there's nothing to be discussed in that, and I've already circulated the minutes to all of you also. And as accordingly, some action has also been taken because that was approved. That was read out in the cabinet meeting, so to say, regarding 2 points. First point is regarding requesting all the clubs not to organize club level meetings or club level functions, etc., when district level functions meetings are going on. This is one. Second is
Club level meeting.
Club level meetings.
For what?
Club level meetings, club level functions may be avoided to organize simultaneously with the district level meetings, district level functions. That's, yeah. This is good one. Then next one is regarding second and the third cabinet meeting. All the PDGs should be made compulsory, should attend. But for some senior aged land PDGs, we should also arrange meeting virtually so that these senior and all PDGs can participate in the cabinet meeting. For example, today's cabinet meeting is like that. Virtual platform is also being arranged. So that is the second point.
This point was discussed in the Imphal.
Yeah. That's why I am telling this thing. We have already taken action also by requesting the district office cabinet secretary who has already issued letters to all the presidents.
That is true.
Huh.
The Honorary and the meeting should also have been virtual for the PDGs who are not coming. Not just the cabinet meeting.
No, I could not get you.
I mean to say, not only the cabinet meeting, but the DFF and honorary committee meeting should also be virtually available to the PDGs who are not able to travel. The second and third.
Acha. Yeah, that has to be at that again. Okay. If everybody agrees, I think that is, that is okay. That is also to be at that. So this is all about the minutes of the second cabinet meeting. And last part is we are to organize one virtual meeting in middle of November. There also we have already arranged. So I think as far as this second minutes of the meeting of the second cabinet, nothing is left out. We can adopt it. We can ratify it. Okay. If everybody agrees, it will take that this is ratified. Then coming to the most important agenda, that is minutes oblique the resolutions of the special meeting held on 18th of November virtually. Friends, there were so many suggestions, criteria like that, and we have been all discussing through the WhatsApp also, because in our WhatsApp group of PDGs. And there have been in this minutes of this meeting, let me just read out. Yes. Minutes oblique resolutions of special meeting of Honorary Committee held on November 18, 2022 virtually are here and there. I think these all available in the mobile. Yes. Let me just read out. Before the special meeting of Honorary Committee of PDGs took place virtually on 18/11/22, there had been many WhatsApp interactions, suggestions, proposals, etc. in respect of the important matter of avoiding election at PDG2 level. The following PDGs came up with various positive suggestions. Number 1 is Lion Setabata Barwa, 2 Lion M. Gojendra, Lion Praveen Agarwal, all PDGs, Lion Lalita R. Khadria, Lion N.C. Karani ji, Lion Roman Bordoloy ji, Lion Dr. Animesh Barwa ji, Lion Dr. Rima Sharma Barwa. All these interactions and suggestions are available in the WhatsApp group of the PDGs. Now, further, as agreed upon during the second meeting of the Honorary Committee, the following senior Lion leaders of the district, other than the PDGs, were also requested to submit or to come up with some modalities, criteria on the matter. The Lion members are Lion MP Agrawal of Tinsukia Smart City, Lion Kamal Jain, Dibrugarh, Lion J.K. Agrawal, Nagoan, Lion Sriprakash Barua, Jolhat, Lion Dr. M. Kunjabihari, Imphal East, Dr. K.S. Manglem, Thokbal, Dr. P. Rajmani and Dr. T.S. Gorbidu. This is suggested by PDG Praveen Agarwal. Only Lion Dr. T.S. Gorbidu of Moirang Club shared some views, some criteria. Others have not submitted any view. After considering all the suggestions and having been incorporated in the proposed criteria wherever relevant, the chairperson placed a set of methodologies or criteria for avoiding election at BDC2 level in the district of 322D during the special Honorary Committee meeting held virtually on November 18, 2022. After in-depth discussion during that meeting, 5 criteria were finalized, and along with it, 4 resolutions were proposed. The 4 draft resolutions, along with the 5 criteria, were uploaded by the chairperson in the WhatsApp group of PDGs on 20/11/2022. After examining the draft resolutions posted on 20/11/22, the following PDGs came up with some more positive suggestions for incorporation in the final resolutions. Lion Dr. Rima Sharma Barwa ji, Lion Dr. Animesh Barwa ji, Lion BP Bakshi ji, Lion Setabata Barwa ji, and Lion Gajendra. Again, after considering these suggestions of the PDGs and incorporating the relevant points wherever necessary, a final draft resolution is again prepared as given below for adoption or ratification in the next meeting of the Honorary Committee being held on 8/1/23, that is today, along with third cabinet meeting. So I will just read out the draft resolutions, the final resolutions. Resolution number 1. Slight some modification, etc. This was already circulated in the WhatsApp group, and after receiving all these suggestions from the PDGs, have slightly modified, adding, incorporating some points. But before reading out, I'll just inform the House that 2-3 points I could not incorporate here. Number one is suggested by Lion Saitapatra Barwaji that the endorsed candidate or selected candidate should be requested to donate about 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 lakhs, whatever. Some money, maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs to the DFF. This is a suggestion made by our PDG. This I am unable to incorporate here. And the second 2 points is suggested by Lion M. Gojendraji, PDG. His suggestion is in respect of the criteria number 2 and 3, in order to facilitate the PDGs to give marking in a standard way. I mean, more or less, there should be similarity in marking. So this type of some objective type of question, in objective type of question, or sometimes in case of mathematics, some arrangement can be made. But here it is very difficult. And I have requested through the WhatsApp, all the other PDGs also, if possible, please suggest some methodology in these two criteria, criteria number 2 and 3.
What are the criteria of number 2 and 3?
Criteria number 2 is contribution to district and the Lions Clubs International. No, contribution to the district. Contribution of in terms of service, in terms of leadership displayed, in terms of membership growth, etc. to the district and to the LCI. This is criteria number 2. Criteria number 3 is again regarding awards received by the candidate, say at club level, at criteria district level, at multiple level, at international level, etc. These two I am unable, because I also cannot just find out some methodology. But at the same time, to my thinking, all our PDGs are very senior, mature, and knowledgeable persons. And if they apply their mind, and if they are not, so to say, this word I don't like to use, bias, definitely result will be always, I think, good, and there will be sort of transparency and all that. So let us, suggestion from my side is, let us leave these things to the wisdom of the PDGs. This is suggestion from my side. Anyway, let me just read out the resolutions, 5 resolutions. Resolution number 1, be it resolved that the candidate for the post of BDG2 be selected by the Honorary Committee of PDGs on the basis of the following 5 criteria. Criteria number 1, biodata of the candidate. So under biodata, there are some sub-criteria. Sub-criteria number 1 is A, or 1 is general. General, so under general again, there are some small 2-3 clauses are there. This is as suggested by some PDGs. Family background, educational background, social and financial status, contribution to society, etc. Then sub-criteria B, number A is general. Sub-criteria B is number of years in Lionism. And within bracket, activities in last 5 years to be focused. Next sub-criteria C, number of years in the district cabinet. Activities in last 5 years to be focused. Sub-criteria D, contribution to DFF and LCIF. There is no sub-criteria or clauses here. So criteria number 1 is Biodata of candidate under this there are four sub-criteria. A. General. B. Number of years in liaison. C is number of years in district cabinet, and D is contribution to DFF and LCF. This is all about criteria number 1. Coming to criteria number 2, contribution to district and the LCI, Lions Clubs International, in respect of services, that is sub-criteria. A, services, sub-criteria B, leadership displayed, sub-criteria C, membership growth. Then criteria number 3, awards received. Sub-criteria A, at club level, B, district level, C, at multiple level, D, at district, at international level. These are, I think, all already agreed earlier in the earlier meeting also. Then criteria number 4, history of candidates club. History of the club to which the candidate belongs. And there is no sub-criteria or clauses under this. Then criteria number 5 is number of PDGs, /DG in the candidates club. Here also there is no sub-criteria, etc. This is number of PDGs, /DG in the candidates club.
Is it plus point or minus? Plus or minus?
If the PDGs are there, that will be minus, it has to be. No PDGs, I think plus.
Now, by the way, I have read one thing. You have asked regarding the financial status. So financial status, actual financial status or as per income tax record?
Sir, this is only draft. We can change it. Then let me come to resolution number 2. Be it resolved that all the 5 criteria be allotted with marks as given below. See, according to suggestion by PDG.
Sorry to interrupt. If financially one person is multi-millionaire, what will be the mark?
10.
Multi-millionaire means 4.
Financial status.
Now we can delete it. No problem. This is just a draft. Okay. So resolution number 2, be it, lighter pen. Be it resolved that all the 5 criteria be allotted with marks as given below. Criteria number 1, 20 marks. 2, 3, 10 marks each. 4 and 5, 5 marks each. Because 4 and 5 is very simple, and criteria number 1 is a lot of things is to be considered, as mentioned above. Actually, as suggested that by PDG Lion Secretary, it is 10 marks for every criteria, but there are some slight changes. This we have to consider, and we can approve it, or we can even change it.
Sir, criteria number 2 and 3, those are the most important criteria.
Yeah.
To become a district. They should carry more marks instead of criteria number 1.
Okay. Let us discuss it afterwards. Let me just finish it. Let us finish it first. So criteria number 3 is awards received. Oh, this is, I'm in the resolution. Resolution number 2, criteria number 1, 20 marks, 2, 10 marks, 3, 10 marks, 4 and 5, 5 marks each. Total is 50. Earlier it was 10, 10, 10. Anyway, be it further resolved that all the PDGs be requested to award appropriate marks to all the criteria after perusing the details submitted by the intending candidates against each criteria. This is the resolution number 2. Resolution number 3, be it resolved that all the criteria sheets with marks awarded by the PDGs be submitted to the chairperson of the Honorary Committee for necessary evaluation tabulation to find out which candidate secures maximum marks. Resolution number 4. Be it resolved that the result of the evaluation or tabulation be placed before the next meeting of the Honorary Committee, may be special or virtual meeting if required, by the chairperson. Resolution number 5. This is as proposed by Bakshi. Earlier it was only up to resolution number 4. Bakshi's proposal is this number 5 resolution. Be it resolved that all the PDGs, DG, Vice DG 1, Vice DG 2, stand committed to the above procedure to arrive at consensus and stand by it without any reservations. Once consensus is reached, each one of them will stand committed and should not play any role directly or indirectly and leave the matter to the line members in the district. That's all. These are 5 resolutions. Now we can start discussion one by one, right from the resolution number 1.
I want to.
First, can I?
Yes, please.
Mic.
Mike.
Friends, being a very old past district governor, having many witnesses of the election of president declared null and void, then the constitutional problems and other things seeing, I am have little experience in these matters. I would like to share these experience with you before you take such resolution. As per Lions constitutions, the candidate for the post of DG, VDG are to be elected by the delegates. Delegates. Your first day, the honorary committee will select the candidate, which is against the constitution. So, honorary committee cannot select the candidate. I think it is against constitution. So we must get clarifications from Lions Club International. Can we have such decision in cabinet? Otherwise, it will create more complications. It is beyond, I have inquired with so many districts. There is nothing like that in the black and white in every district. Few respected past district governor, they have got good influence in the district. They sit together and they say, I think this time he should come. But they do not do like this. Secondly, our district is very big. I think one of the biggest geographical district. If we take selection criteria, then no candidate will visit the club. He will send his biodata, good biodata, or he will, from the very beginning of the year, the 2-3 years, he will try to make his biodata as best as possible. to make these criteria that I put in those criteria. To know the exact, so the candidate will not know the exact position of district. A person from this area, when he is selected here, he applied it, but he does not know what is the position of Imphal club. A Imphal person will not. Otherwise, when he goes to the club as a candidate, then people know he is going to be our next leader. He is going to be our this one. So he will sit tight with the biodata. He will send his biodata and sitting nicely, whether gets or not. If lottery lag jata hai to theek hai, nahi lagta hai to koi baat nahi hai. So the candidate will not know the members, clubs, and clubs will not also know the candidate and other things. What is the guarantee that if two candidates get same marks, when you give the marks, it may happen that there may be equality of number. Or there may be difference of one number. One got 100, another get 99. And with 99% will think, let me contest. And if he wins, then what will the position of honorary committee? What will be our position in that case? Because he told the one marks, some PDG is given more marks to him, whereas I entitled for the more marks. Friends, see the position of district. First, I objected that why there should be other leader for the suggestions. Other persons were invited except PDG, the circular was sent. Then it was told they are not invited in the meeting, but they are only asked for the suggestions. And it is very disheartening that you selected 9 leaders and out of them only one has replied. I have talked with 1 or 2 of them. They are telling that अब आप ही लोग selection कर लेगा तो हम लोग क्या करेगा? Then what will be the right of the member? What member will do? आप बैठ करके वहाँ पर लीडर बना देगा तो हम लोग का right क्या रहेगा? Last but not least, how a cabinet can take such decision without knowing the views of general members. Even if we take this decision in the honorary committee, until and unless general body ratify it, it has got nothing, no value at all. So, even if such decision is to be taken, it is to be passed in the district conference. Otherwise, the member will say, you are taking our right. We are taking the right of members. So, I am not, because this until and unless it is clarified by the Lions Club of International that we can take such resolutions, I do not agree with that resolution. Thank you.
Just one point I will just, whatever Karnaniji has remarked, only one point. Regarding that constitutional norms, we have also discussed it in the second meeting at Tinsukia, and I have also forgotten to mention it. This is reflected in the minutes of the, let me just read out the minutes. PDG Lion Dr. Animesh Barwa suggested that constitutional provisions should not be violated by the decision of the honorary committee. Any Lion leader, if eligible, can come up as a candidate for the post of VDG2, provide that the BOD of the concerned Lions Club to which the intending candidate belongs approve his or her candidature. So, the methodology or criteria approved by the committee must remain only as a convention to be followed by the district leaders.
How it can be a convention. It is an honorary committee meeting duly passed in the district cabinet meeting. How it can be a convention?
Actually, we were to put it again in front of, in the cabinet.
I want to speak.
Anyway, at this point only, we have discussed.
This is my view. Until and unless
As Kananiji has mentioned, you cannot put it in the cabinet meeting, first of all, technically.
my question is, we have, you see, Science International go by certain norms. We have also seen in the past that many things we do thinking of Indian point of view, but they do not agree to this. So it will create more disharmony. So what is the harm? We wait. We write to the international, can we take such resolution?
There is no.
Then how you can do it?
I fully support views of Karnaniji in this matter. Though I was not present in previous meetings, but we cannot take right of the members. This is advisory body. Don't forget this. This is advisory body. Honorary committee is the advisory body, not legal body. This is advisory body. So we cannot force members to accept the candidate suggested by us. There will be chaos in the district if we go by this like this. So I fully support the views of Karnaniji.
And the point which Kananiji has said, that once another candidate not supported by the PDG wins, there will be a very shameful position for the whole building.
Yes, yes.
The entire district will laugh at the people. You have to think of that also.
Here I suggest one thing. Here time is very short. Now, please hear me. There is only 2 months for the district conference. It is 16th and 17th. And the candidate, when they are to submit their candidature to the committee, how many days ahead? This is not for this year. Not for this year, yes. This is not possible this year. This is not at all possible. Practically not possible.
It's not a matter of this year or next year.
It is not the honorary committee, is not the constitutional thing. It is the discretion of the district governor to appoint a honorary committee.
Exactly.
Many districts are not having the honorary committee.
Exactly.
In Calcutta, they are not having one honorary committee because they are more quarrel in honorary committee. I have heard. So district governor do not appoint the honorary committee. It is not the constitutional body. So any decision taken this time is not followed by another year. If you are not having a foolproof system, then the candidate will laugh on us. कि आप लोग इतना एक्सपीरियंस लाइन्स होकर क्या कर रहा है? It is something will be very funny.
इसमें सबसे बड़ा बात क्या है कि जो क्राइटेरिया आप दिया उसको एग्जामिन करने के लिए 5-10 दिन चाहिए. तो कैंडिडेट अपना कैंडिडेचर देगा तो वो तो लीक आउट हो जाएगा. वो हम लोग के पास आ जाएगा ये कैंडिडेट है. फिर वो कब तो वो एग्जामिन होगा, कब मार्किंग होगा. ये बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. नॉट एट ऑल पॉसिबल.
As Kanaji has said, people will focus more on glorifying their profile instead of like visiting the clubs and all. Yeah, they'll hire professionals to make a profile which looks more attractive. No?
What about all that now? In that case, why this proposition of avoiding election at the level came up last 3 to 5 years. Number one. Why this year so hard?
No, no, your intention is very good. Intention is very good.
Now also we can stop it. I am not the body. This is a decision of the whole body, the whole committee. Why we should waste such things then? We can take some other important matters.
No, definitely this is a very important point we have to discuss, but the position which we are taking is...
So I have requested so many other petitions to come up. Nobody came up. Now something is now presented here. Then it will be...
I'll talk. Thank you very much, all the honorable PDGs with having so much experience. What is the use of wasting all these times, knowing fully that it is against the Constitution? We kept in mind about the constitutional effects. Anybody can sue, anybody can go to the club or to the court. We have known it. We have put it into record. In spite of that, in the true wisdom of the past district governor, in the great interest of the district, in the true spirit of Lionism, we thought whether it is possible, because it is happening in some other clubs also, districts. We are not compelling anybody, any past district governor, to enforce this rule. It is only suggestion. And all of you took part in the earlier discussion. We have been wasting 1.5 years for nothing. I am very sorry to tell this with due respect. If it is not possible, let us not proceed with further. We are not going to waste any time on this matter. Let the election come and contest it. I am very sorry for this one. Giving my opinion. It is my humble submission. It will be. So I am nobody in this one honorary committee meeting.
You appointed that committee, it is under you.
No, sir. I am not
No, you will give...
against your opinion. We took into account what are the possible outcome. Everything was discussed. Only the thing is that if it is possible, see, there are more positive rather than negatives. You are not against anybody, you are not against anybody. It is in the interest of the district and in the true spirit of Lionism, if it is possible. So nobody can go against the constitution of the association. It was only a suggestion. Today, surprisingly, so many new ideas have come up. Welcome. And I am nobody here, so it is among you to decide it. Thank you very much.
So actually, I want to tell you that in the last year even, we have tried it. Because so many misunderstandings are there among all the members. I have seen in AP, Sings, and what is name? Everything, they have take the decision. Consciousness is there. And from there, we came to know that we can meet such misunderstanding by forming the election. In election, you have seen what has happened. I no need to say about it. I have also tried to have such election. And that is why, by looking at the positive side of other districts, we have tried it. But if, I don't know, but we tried it, but if most of them do not want, I do not know what to do.
It's not about wanting or not wanting, madam.
How the district has done.
The problem is, there's a technical problem.
Two districts are following this.
Yes.
No. You see, what is the area of those districts? What is the area of those districts which are following?
Can I give my
F
opinion?
and B2, I think. B1.
Actually, these two districts also, there is no such written formula. Only the candidates are called. Some past district governor will sit with them and try to convince them that out of you two, one come this year and you try next year. If they are convinced, it's okay. If they are not convinced, conduct contesting. So that is the procedure and that is the procedure. I told in the first discussion, I told this thing, that in other two districts where elections are not held, this procedure is followed. No any written such formula. Only they want
That we always agree.
No, one thing, actually for last year, up to this year, means more than 1.5 years we have lost. Many were already meetings and discussions were going on. But finally, as NCG and others has pointed out, if we do not want this, this should not be discussed in any honorary meeting.
Any honorary meeting in the future.
Yes, yes.
Let us
It should not be,
no point wasting
no
time.
point wasting time. Because we have done Zoom meetings, other things. There's no point. I would like to
Special
request
honorary
all the
meeting.
incoming governors, whoever come this year time, next time also, they have all tried due to some good intentions in mind. But when this is not possible, let's forget this forever. And if I'm a member of the first honorary committee, I will not attend those meetings. That's for me.
If the agenda is there.
If agenda is
Why
there,
then?
that I will not attend. Because I understand we are spending
Wasting
a lot of time. Because he has also done a lot of hard work. Rima has also done, others also has done everything. They have developed works and other things. And I think NCG Karni was the first person who has held the meeting in last house Goa.
Yes.
Yes, you are right.
Can we have the conscious meeting?
No. I think when this is final, again, another spending of time is not necessary. Because first meeting was held, I think, in Doha, last of Doha. That time that we agreed that it was a short time, so it will not be done this year, it will die next year. That did not happen like this year. So no point discussing.
Let us forget.
Let us forget and
Give it full stop here.
full stop. Because it is otherwise it will make disharmony in our honorary committee. So let's forget this part.
Okay, is there
Then I think,
any-
no, any other, I think you are the honorary committee chairman now.
I have already put my point. If it is done over, not necessarily wasting time.
Next
You did
agenda.
very hard work.
No, you did very hard. That's, we must thank them. Thank you. Because for last, I think,
Without any fruit. Without any fruit.
no.
Just like a fool.
No. No, what happened? Last year also I have seen what hard work Rima has done. I have seen.
Last year, same thing.
Same thing. So there is no point actually spending time.
Only the thing is that we can convince if we can convince the two candidates. Only that.
No.
Not in a formal meeting. Not in a
This is
formal
the
meeting.
third.
Anyway, this sector is
But then
time-
you
time
is-
is there.
convince the candidate. What about the other members?
We need not. We need
There are thousands of members. How they will be candidate? There he may be candidate, another 5
We need
candidates
not
next year.
consider it again.
And that point should not be
Let us go ahead
considered.
with the next agenda.
Next agenda.
Next is an only we will live as far as the election is concerned. We will live as it is. As we have been following earlier years. Next agenda is of course speech by
Thank you, Sir President. Very interestingly, in the last honorary committee meeting, is proposed by some of the senior line members and even the Bakshiji for some of the very senior line members with some problem because of aging. They find it very difficult to attend meetings which is held at a far places like from Jorhat to Impal or somewhere like that. For that, they are out of these 4 cabinet meetings. The first one involves this installation of the cabinet. The fourth one involves the election of the office bearers. Whereas the second, third, there is nothing like that. So we have decided that all 4 cabinet meetings will be compulsory for the other members of the cabinet. And for the interest, convenience of the all as a district past district governor, there will be a virtual meeting in the second and third cabinet meetings, along with the regular, physical meeting for others. So it is more or less a hybrid type. I welcome this resolution, and it is effective right from today at 6:30 for the interest of these senior members, you will have a link there. You will participate in the cabinet meetings. It is, I think, a good sign for our district also. And rest, of course, I'm very much thankful. We had a very nice discussion, and we will no longer waste our energy and time again. Thank you very much for your active participation.
Can be applied in the district conference also, virtual.
No, district conference, I'm telling, there is election of the officers. The fourth district annual. So that will be in the live or virtual.
That is up to the host first.
Yes, yes.
That is up to the host.
So,
But pending is, it will not be.
no, yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you once again.
I request BTG, Dr. Nahakaji.
So,
After the speech of the Vice Governor, this is the permission of the chair.
Honorable Presiding Officer, PDG Moni Kumar Singh ji, and dignitaries under dais and PDGs, it is good that we have come to a conclusion. At least this is a memorable meeting for all of us, that we have come to a conclusion regarding the selection of the members. And I hope that next meetings of Honorary Committee meeting will be very short and deliberate. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. BTG, please.
Respected Presiding Officer, District Governor, and members of this Honorary Committee. Yeah, it is indeed a very good thing that we have come to a very concrete conclusion about the endorsement of second Vice District Governor. Of course, what I feel is, even we do not establish a official proposal, we may make a try from the past district governors just to make consensus among themselves. That way we can proceed unofficially. That is one way we are left with us that I want to mention in this Honorary Committee meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, BTG. Next is miscellaneous, with the permission of the chair, on important topics from the BTGs. Yes.
Chairman sir and our respected district governor, in our last honorary committee in Tinsukia, we discussed about our district account related to LCIF for the lineage year 2019 and 20. The matter again came up in the council meeting in Bhubaneswar, and we all DG team were present there, I think. Our district governor, BDG 1 and BDG 2, all were present, and it was discussed. And I personally was requested that you should always try to clear this account of your district. So what is the latest update of this account, I want to know. LCIF का जो grant मिला था in the lineage year 2019-20, उसका utilization certificate अभी तक नहीं गया. हाँ, तो और इस टाइम भुवनेश्वर में भी ये टॉपिक मीटिंग में बहुत ब्रॉडली डिस्कस हुई और बोले कि आगे 2-3 साल आपका डिस्ट्रिक्ट को कोई ग्रांट नहीं मिलेगा अगर ये यूटिलाइजेशन सर्टिफिकेट नहीं जाता है तो. क्लब का नहीं, अपना डिस्ट्रिक्ट का. हाँ, इट वाज इन द ईयर 2019 and 20. क्लब कोई नहीं दिया, डिस्ट्रिक्ट का नहीं गया. So any other past district governor, if you want to speak on this, because I am attending the multiple council meeting, and this time too, we all DG team were present, and everybody knows that it was discussed.
If they are not complying, when the complaint go to ombudsman, that the bank is not complying and this is the creating the problem immediately.
No, they are telling you that otherwise you return the money. Where from you will return the money, it is up to you, from the district or from the, any, who will return the money now? That is the thing.
Ombudsman is not the immediate step. We have written to the head office. They said they will comply and they will try to.
Will you want to speak to district governor, sir, regarding this matter? नहीं, उनके सामने भी डिस्कशन हुआ था. Yes.
Central Bank.
Central Bank, Nagoan branch.
District has, see, the amount of $5,700 US was sanctioned during the time of
लीजिए
1920. This utilization certificate is not reached yet to the multiple district for the sewing machine. And the multiple council is pressing us that unless you give the utilization certificate or you return the money, no further grants in this year and in the next year and next year will come. So that is the issue. Now, governor is here. He will not receive any grant from the LCI. Next also, first governor, second governor. Now, whether the utilization certificate is to be given or whether money is to be returned. They are saying that money have to be returned by the district.
No, I have already told the multiple leaders, if he is able to procure the statement, because all the documents have been sent, only the bank statement is missing.
Can I know to whom you have contacted?
No, I have personally spoken to the PID.
PID, which PID?
I cannot give you the name.
No, but the concerned officer. No, I just telling. We also said, how can it be? We are not going to receive any amount.
If it is not done, I am personally liable for that. Not the district.
Any deadline?
Obviously, we will try to finish it before the next council meeting.
Next council meeting, that is Agartala.
The same thing happened in DC Roy.
In the month of February.
While he was the district governor, he had to return from his pocket.
Yeah, he returned the money from his pocket.
But that was a different case.
LCI said,
Not that.
it was a grant from
Lalitaji, just with reference to your statement, I'm nobody in this. Maybe I'm governor, but when Praveen is here physically, let us hear from him, because I have nothing to do with it, because it has brought to the notice of the council, to the notice of area leaders. So why they are not taking any action, whatever? Who am I? I don't have to give any comment on this. So this is my frank opinion. Anybody? Yes.
So, if
Because now it will be problem for the first vice district governor, second vice district governor.
no, see, he has already given. Lion Praveen has already given that it will be settled before the next Honorary Committee meeting. It will be held sometime February or so, whatever, at least up to that.
February 3.
February 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So he has committed in the honorary committee meeting this time that he will make it clear before the...
Yeah. So let us leave it to that. Let us leave.
Then it should be recorded.
Not necessarily, I have recorded here. Let us leave it to date, and now time is already 6 o'clock, very much behind schedule, and get meeting is also there. I think if there is no other agenda, no other point to be discussed, let me request our Cabinet Secretary to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon.
In Honorary Committee, there is no necessity of vote of thanks. Because only we, the PDGs are there, whom we are thanking. It is our duty. It is not a part of it means we are thanking ourselves.
The cabinet secretary is not
Actually, I am supposed to propose a vote of thanks.
So you say thank you very much.
Thank you very much to all.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Chairman Honorary Committee, I thank all respected PDs for attending this meeting and taking part in a very important discussions. Thank you again.
It is our duty for
So meeting is
So meeting is over. For the next meeting, get meeting.
Get meeting.
thanking.